absolutely she's going to run for president in 2012. And I don't think she's going to win, but I think she's a very good bet to win the nomination. I think what we saw in the last election was the Tea Party is now in this king-making role in the Republican Party. I don't think they can nominate anybody who isn't acceptable to the Tea Party. That person is just not going to win enough primaries to get through. And Sarah Palin is a candidate who's acceptable to the Tea Party. She's also, and I've seen this personally, I've covered her in person. She's a gifted politician just in terms of getting people to connect with her on an emotional level in person. It's something that if you're an experienced campaign journalist, you can just see these, it's like watching Michael Jordan in person. You can just see that they have it, and she's got it, and I think she's going to win the nomination. It was really funny. I was in a rally that Sarah Palin was holding in Kentucky, and she was doing the whole Ronald Reagan business. Government is never the answer. Government is always the problem. It's never the solution. And it was a crowd of 10,000 people at a gospel singing convention. But it was, first of all, an entirely white crowd. There wasn't a single black face there, and mostly elderly. And while she was doing the speech, I suddenly looked around and I noticed that like 1 out of every 4 people in the crowd was either on an oxygen tank or in one of those scooters, those motorized wheelchairs. And I asked the person, one of the reporters next to me, what's the deal with the scooters? And they're like, oh, there's commercials on TV here. You don't even have to pay for them because if you have Medicare, it's for free. And so I started interviewing these people afterwards, and all these people are on scooters. They're all on Medicare. And yet they're railing against government spending and socialism. And here's the thing with the Tea Party. A lot of these people have this idea of good welfare and bad welfare. Like bad welfare is for like immigrants and minorities, and it's for people who are lazy and don't really need it. Good welfare is for people who are just temporarily in a jam or who've worked their whole lives and now they're retired and now they just need a little lift. They just genuinely don't see the problem with this kind of thinking.